Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I hope you're having a fantastic day after celebrating that great win with our best bet at 8.5 to 1, 17 to 2. Unbelievable value and outstanding tipping from the Warricle. So I'm going to hand you over to the Warricle now, who's going to tip us a Greyville turf, and hopefully he can have another cracking day like we had yesterday. Over to you, the Warricle.
Thank you, Del Boy. Racing comes to us from Greyville Turf Track, Sunday the 21st of November. Just note the conditions. They're expecting quite a strong northeasterly headwind, so it'll give the horses that come off the pace a better chance today. Okay, the first race starts at 12:30. And this is a maiden plate over 1,200 meters for fillies. 13 runners carded. Will be the first leg of the bar pot. And I'm going to start us off with our value bet today, which is at 25 to 1, number 13, Black Peppercorn. This 3-year-old bay filly had excuses second time out, and that run must be ignored on the poly. If you look at her debut run to Maqueta, that was actually a very good run, because the first horse, Maqueta, has come out and won subsequently. The second horse has come out and won. The third horse and the 13th horses have come out and won that form line. So if jumping from the widest draw and given a patient ride, could be flying at them late. Still, there's plenty of scope, and the Dennis Bosch stable has definitely come to form, so could upset it at large odds here. Also, just watch the betting as well. For second, we're going to go for number 6, Perfect Appeal. Good last 2 runs from wide draws on the poly. Trials the turf again, and could pose a likely threat with Kamala retaining the ride here, as he knows this 3-year-old bay filly very well. For third, we're going to go for number 9, Leopard Lady. The speed will be on here, and yeah, this 4-year-old bay filly will definitely enjoy the pace and should be running on at the finish. For fourth, we're going to go for number 5, Corner Crusade. Much improved last run on the poly over this distance. Trials the Greyville turf for the first time. Must be respected with a strong rider on. Anton Marcus taking the ride. But I suggest go as wide as possible. If you're adding more horses in the bar pot, I would add in number 4, Cape Princess, and number 7, Mvu Lazana as well. If you're adding in more horses in the bar pot, I suggest go wide here. Race 2 is a maiden plate over 1,400 meters for 3-year-olds. And here, our first selection is the obvious one, number 4, Running Rifles. Runner up in his last 2 runs. Enjoys this course and distance. Jumped from a wide draw last time. Did have some excuses and could make amends today with Anton Marcus retaining the ride for Justin Snaith. For second, we're going to go for number 7, Duke of Orange. Fair debut over 1,200 at this track from a wide draw. Has plenty of scope, and if the 4 fluffs his lines, could be flying up late here. For third, we're going to go for number 3, Roy's July Magic. Didn't really enjoy the blinkers last time, and gets a nice strong jockey on Simanga Kamalo, jumps from a good draw of 3, and still lightly raced, has lots of scope. Respect. And for 4th, we're going to go for number 6, Casero. Proved last time at this track over slightly shorter at long odds, and could also be filling back end of trifectas and quartets. Race 3 is a maiden plate over 2,300 meters. Yes, that is 2,300 meters. And there is a scratch in here of number 1, Stunning Guest. The pace here will be a concern, so I'm going for the long-time maiden, number 6, Greyville Gory. Anton Marcus jumps on board for Paul Lafferty, whose stable is definitely turning for the better. And hopefully Anton gets this one into the winner's box for us today. But we'll face challenges from number 3 for 2nd, Head Gardner. Ignore the last run completely, and if reproducing his previous run, will definitely be the major threat, as still lightly raced, with Keegan DeMello jumping on board. For 3rd, another likely challenger, number 5, Super Silver, current favourite at 13-10. Much improved 2nd run at long odds when running a good 2nd to double edge. The 3rd horse has come out and won subsequently, and still there's lots of scope as well. So it should be quite an exciting race, even if it's a small field of 8. And for 4th, we're going to go for number 8, Supper at 6. Has had some fair runs over this type of distance, but I think we'll only full back end of trifectas and quartets at very best. Race 4 is a merit rated 74 handicap over 2,400 meters. 11 runners carded. Current scratching on number 6, Coromandel. This is a very tricky affair, and I suggest go as wide as possible. And my narrow first selection here will be number 9, Magari. Moderate last run on the poly over 2,000 meters. But if you look at the 2 prior runs and looking at the run to Mystery Boy over the course and distance, is 5 kilograms better off than number 5, Mystery Boy. And hopefully could sneak in here, running on nicely for us. But just be careful, because obviously even with the epi claim, the experience factor may prove to be something at the end there. So we just hoping that Wiseman gets this one right for us. For 2nd, we're going to go for number 10, Chewbacca. Chewbacca had a gutsy win last time over slightly shorter. Shouldn't have any problem with the extra 200 meters, and should be right up there in the firing line once again. Was penalised £3 for his last one as well. Gareth Wright is in good form here for Willem Nel, must be respected. For 3rd, we're going to go for Number 5, Mystery Boy. Jumped from a wide draw last time, and will have no issues back over the 2,400 meters, where this 4-year-old bay gelding is unbeaten over the course and distance and reunites with Kanya Sakai. For 4th, we're going to go for number 8, Ibuto. Rachel Veneker for Alison Wright. She takes 2.5 kgs off the back of this 4-year-old bay gelding. Much improved recent form on the poly, but yet to win at this track. Good full back end of trifectas and quartets. Race 5 is a merit-rated 67 handicap over 2,000 meters for fillies and mares. Also, another tricky affair, as the betting suggests, and my narrow first selection here will be number 5, Raz, Anton Marcus for Gareth Van Sale. The pace is on here. It looks like there's going to be some decent pace in this race. Should be flying up late, and hopefully Anton gets it right for us today on this 5-year-old bay mare. For 2nd, we're going to go for the lightly race number 6, Chelsea Flower. Fair handicap debut over the mile, and could definitely improve over the longer distance, which the 3-year-old bay filly is trying for the first time, and could upset you if enjoying the extra. For 3rd, we're going to go for number 11, Isla Marada. Had excuses last time over this distance on the poly, but if reproducing her penultimate run, must be respected in this type of field. Will also be running on late. For 4th, I'm going to go for number 1, Q for You. Could be the likely pacemaker. Jumped from a wide draw last time. Fair run, considering that this 5-year-old bay mare jumped from draw 10. Has won over the course and distance before, and from draw 1 could also be in the shake-up. The only concern is the headwind, but with a light galloping weight of 54, must be respected. Race 6 is a merit-rated 87 handicap over 1,600 meters. Currently 8 runners quoted, and my first selection here will be the Gauteng Raider, number 2, Purple Panther. Gutsy last win over this distance at the Vol Classic. Craig Zaki jumps on for Clinton Binder and hopefully gets it right here. Clinton doesn't bring his horses here for nothing, so must be respected. For 2nd, we're going to go for number 4, Born to Perform. Decent last run over further on the poly, but has won twice over this course and distance. Could pose a threat here with Samanga jumping on for Dennis Bosch. And for 3rd, we'll go for number 6, Mac 4. Runner-up in his last 2 on the poly. Yet to win at this track, but respect with Anton on board. For 4th, we're going to go for number 3, Time Taker. Good last win over further at Scottsville. Has no issues with this course and distance and is versatile. Must be respected as well. Race 7 is a military 86 handicap over 1400 meters for fillies and mares. And this is where you find my best bet, number 1, Intuitive. Had excuses last time. We're not too far off Jackson Wells over the mile on the poly. And if you look at the run on the 18th of July to Dubai Princess, this 4-year-old chestnut filly jumping from pole position now after having some terrible draws could definitely upset here, and is Dean Kanemaya's only runner of the day. So hopefully Keegan gets this one right for us. For second, we're going to go for number 6, Purple Persuasion. Moderate last run on the poly, but does enjoy the course and distance. Has her peak run, could be the likely threat as well. For the third, we're going to go for number 5, Another Love. Consistent recent form. Has won 2 of her last 3 starts. And with Marcus on board, who knows this 4-year-old chestnut filly very well after winning her maiden over this course and distance, also must be respected. For fourth, we're going to go for number 2, Lady Legend. Gutsy last win over this distance on the poly. Has recorded 2 of her 4 wins over the course and distance. Could also be in the shake-up. Race 8 is a merit rated 72 handicap over 1,000 meters. And I always say put the field in the last leg. First selection here will be number 4, Impartial. We'll definitely be enjoying the strong pace of this race. And hopefully Rachel gets this one and times it right for us. At odds of 7-1 currently. Jumps from a nice draw of 4. For second, we're going to go for number 8, Canadian Bolt. Ignore the last run completely. Had excuses in the penultimate. And could also be running on late here. For third, we're going to go for number 2, Rocket Fire. Also another rank outsider. Had excuses last time and in his last 2 runs. Has placed over the course and distance. Jumps from a nice draw of 2. And carries only 52 kgs. For fourth, we're going to go for number 11, Dadi. Good last win on the poly. Tries the turf again. But jumps from a wide draw. So I can see quite an exciting last race. And I would say load as much as the pocket allows in the last race here. Thank you, and back to Delboy.
Thanks for that, the Warricle. I hope you've steered us in the right direction like you did yesterday with that smashing best bet at 17-2, 8.5-1. Come on, Top Tipper Betting Tips. We can do it, boys. Let's stick with the Warricle and the Postman, and they're going to take us places with the profit that they're making on a daily basis. So enjoy today, guys. The racing out at the Greyville turf, and look at the best bet and value bet. Hopefully that the Warricle can get those home for us. Take win place doubles with them, mess around with them, enjoy the bipot and the PA. So you got an interest in each race. If you need to, take a percentage, and we keep rocking on. Remember, keep punting, guys. Enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.